Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Attila Total War with the mod Medieval Kingdoms 1295, not to be confused with 1212 AD Medieval Kingdoms. It uses the same sort of models on the troops and stuff, but the 1212 doesn't actually have a campaign, and so they took... what the fuck? Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Attila Total War with the 1295 mod, not to be confused with the 1212 AD mod. Anyways, I've kind of hit a snag at this point where, for a number of different reasons, I cannot end turn at a certain point, and the campaign sort of falls apart completely. One thing that's already happened, getting this far, is that I can no longer recruit any armies, which is a problem. I only have 4 when I have a mighty kingdom like this, and I only have 4 armies. So I'm not entirely sure. There's nothing really I can do. We can see if there's an army maybe that's in range of fighting someone, so we can have one last battle. He almost reaches that. Oh, we can actually... this army reaches the bloody Lombards. We can fight the Lombards at the final battle, and this one reaches down to fight the Swiss. This one does not reach that far, so I think we'll go for the one that reaches the Lombards. So either this or this army. I'm leaning towards this one, although this one is probably stronger than this one. The upside is that this one's got better missile troops, or more missile troops, but this one's got better infantry and a lot more cavalry, although I think these cavalry units are a lot better. Anyways, before we go ahead and do the final battle, as is the campaign kind of broken, what I want to do is I want to show you a bit what sort of happened. So we've got France, the second strongest kingdom in our world. They have their original king, which they start off their campaign with, compared with my, which obviously died. What we're going to do, however, is I was messing around a bit,
by the wisdom of the Lord
and I
himself.
noticed that I could buy the French kingdom for 65,000. I have 159,000, so about a third of my coffers, and success rate is actually high. And boom!
We are a realistic folk and will accept this accord, even as it hurts our pride.
Yes, I can imagine it would hurt French pride if they were actually bought by the Germans. And so this sort of breaks the campaign early, but this happens anyways a few turns, about 2 or 3 turns later anyways, and you see I can no longer end the campaign. But what happens is that now I control all of this. We've got one French army here. It would be nice to actually fight with these guys against the English or something like that. And then for some reason they've put the king here in a fleet, and then I gain another fleet down here. But that's about it. But I gain a lot of territory. One thing though I must say is they have not been very good at sort of keeping, at sort of managing their territory. Let's go in here and let's just quickly check. So diplomatic status, this is currently one I control, so most of this world. The attitude, oh, that's diplomatic. Region wealth, so it's not that high in my part, but you can see that it's really poor here in the French parts. Not even the French capital is, I mean, all of this is the French parts, and they're not making any money. The thing is, one of the problems I saw with so I mean, I've built up my provinces really great. But one thing that I noticed, and why that I'm not making that much money from most of these regions, is that if you actually go into the region, you see, in my capital region, the corruption rate is 69%. 69% of all the money made here is being, you know, is being taken away by corruption. The larger your empire grow, the more corruption you will encounter. It reduces your tax income. Some governors can reduce the corruption when assigned to a province. 69%, that's insane. Oh, I thought 69 was a lot. Up here, in Saxony, we got 73%. 69, 84%. This is in Lombardy, so this is the region that the French, that we got from the French. 83%, 84%. Can we beat that record somewhere? Looks like 84 is the highest, and it seems to be the region without governors. And then for my home regions, we go an average of about 69. 61, this is the best one. Corruption is only at 69% in this region. Holy shit. So that's why I'm not making, but really they've neglected a lot of regions here. Look at the Paris region. They've got Priory. It's not that good. Food trader in the city. That's pretty shit, I must say. And then if we look at region growth, look compared to my regions, or the sort of Germany. These are the newly conquered ones, so that's why they're darker grey or darker green. But look at how dark green these are. The reason why it's so bloody green up here is because of all the trade, and I'm actually building. I was building trade cities all over here, so that's why the increase was so great. Look at the French, so shit. Religion. We've got green here, so there's still some pagans here. And for some reason we've got Jews down here. Sanitation, kind of bad up here, because, well, all the trade and stuff. Immigrants, seems to be about the same all over the place, except here because of war, where it's up to a very high percentage. Food. Kind of few of my province that don't have that much food, but it's weighed up because, I mean, this one doesn't make anything, it just consumes. But it's next to this one, this one consumes 60, but this one next to it produces 130. So it produces a lot. But look at the French regions, they don't even have that kind of setup going. And then finally fertility. The thing is, the French regions are so fertile, so fertility 10. Compared with, say, my regions, which seems to be about a base average of 5, 4 and so forth. 5 seems to be the highest for me. And then the French got like 10, so they've got real fertile areas here, so they could be really well fed, and they could have expanded quite rapidly, but no, they've been so poorly controlling their resources. Anyways, let's not continue to shit on the French forever. Since the campaign is broken, we want to end off with a battle. So, Kingdom of Lombardy, no one likes you.
Your people's reputation goes before you.
Let's see.
Find a welcome here and speak
Naples
as you wish.
And another region there. And we're gonna go ahead and declare war on you. And I'm gonna bring in my allies, which is the Kingdom of Ireland and the Kingdom of Sicily. And they're gonna join me. Did he just say really? Really? Are you gonna declare war on me? We hunger for battle, and we're gonna go right up here and fight you.
That is impossible.
Why am I not?
At your command.
Why can't you move?
We cannot follow this order.
Why not? Oh, it's because the campaign. Oh. When I bought the, I guess when I bought the French Kingdom and the campaign sort of crashed. Huh. Right. So that's not gonna work. Well, we've seen how big my kingdom has become. So what I could do is I could go into custom battles and set up a custom battle here in the end. But this is unfortunately how it's gonna end for this campaign. For some reason it breaks down. Not very nice, but there's not a lot I can do. Even if I didn't buy the French Kingdom, it's gonna break down in 1 or 2 turns after this anyways. So yeah, unfortunately. But let's go on to do a custom battle here in the end, so we get something to end this campaign with. And here we are on the field of battle. Decided to go ahead and do a siege, because what we're going to do is, well, we just joined in with the French Empire. The French Empire joined us, and so why not attack Paris? And that is what I'm going to do right here. So I've got my army spread out and ready to attack Paris. Forgot to actually man these, but we can man these later. Got my knights set up here. We've got heavy knights, so these are the mounted knights that I've actually dismounted and put inside these towers. We've got loads more men here. We've got pikemen. And yeah, you know what? I think without further ado, let's go ahead and charge the French walls. What I want to do is I want to just man some of these, but then we're going to attack. Forwards! Attack the walls. And now we're gonna get the crossbowmen to close the distance and open up on the enemy. Not entirely sure how well this is gonna go, but it'll be a battle to end all battles. I'll tell the pikemen to follow up to join in the attack here. So we've got, what do we have here in the back? I've got polearm infantry or halberdiers. Quite a few of them. 4 units. Very nice looking. And then we've got the pikemen behind them. This is actually the spearmen marching through the pikemen. And then we've got spear infantry, 3 units, 1 pushing forwards the battering ram, and then 2 others pushing forwards the ladders. We've got peasants here really scared now. Kind of late going inside the castle at this point. Probably should have been inside already. And then on the French side we've got tons of different knights and polearm infantry and whatnot. For some reason I wasn't able to select any catapults or anything, but I think we'll do just fine without them. We'll see. It might go real bad, but then we're gonna have to just deal with that. That guy took a tumble, got a crossbow bolt right into the chest. Hopefully I'll be able to break through the gates, but I'm hoping to use my pike infantry. Gonna get the pike infantry forwards now. Looks like all the towers and all the things are gonna actually reach
to admit defeat.
reach
Their
the
unit has
walls.
rallied.
And so we'll have a pretty good time taking this down. And so far we haven't lost that many men. There's a few spearmen that have lost some troops, but overall seemingly we are doing just fine. I'm gonna go ahead and follow these guys as they close in on the wall. Push the tower forwards. It's a bit strange. I guess this is power driven by a petrol engine or something, because there's no one actually pushing this tower forwards. Okay, I think they've just about reached the wall. There we go. Oh, right, charging right at the ballista there. They're a bit slow on actually charging in. There we go, they've jumped in. There's a lot of enemies, and also there's a lot of enemies, but there aren't that much. The FPS isn't that great, unless I kind of look down towards the ground, and we can see the rest of them. Soldiers climbing the wall here, jumping over and attacking. Pretty nicely done here by the troops. Taking control over the walls, hopefully. Looked like a French guy that lost his arm. Pretty darn nasty. And someone's on fire down there. See, pikemen seem to have lost quite a few men. Let's see. Where does my mouse go? There we go. So everyone's getting up there, and it looks like they're doing pretty well so far. The pikemen are probably going to lose quite a few. Did I only send one of the pikemen?
Our siege engines.
No! What siege engine was destroyed? This one. Oh, this one was destroyed.
Warriors, eager for blood.
Lucky for us, the enemy actually charged out and get those pikemen up there and join the battle. Okay, we're climbing the walls here. Kind of unopposed.
Battle ready and eager.
Get up there on the walls.
We'll kill them all.
And hopefully this one will not break down. Oh, did they break it? Looks like they broke the door at the same time as this thing broke. Charge in! And the rest should follow. Let's get the pikemen up there. And let's get the halberdiers marching as well. And at the same time, let's get these swordmen
Defensive positions.
up on the walls. Not really defensive positions, but I want you to start to storm the walls there of Paris. Get inside. We got a bit of fighting down here. The pikemen and the spearmen fighting against French halberdiers. Seemingly going so-so for them.
Units have rallied and returned to the
We've
battle.
got one of our guys there, the guy with the horns. Pretty sure that's one of ours. He just killed one of the French guys. And we've got more troops coming in here, ready to charge in through the gates. How's it going for this knight unit up here? They've killed quite a few, but we've also lost quite a few of our own here. Hard fighting throughout. Someone's just bleeding like a stuck pig. So the real good fighting there. Gets the pikemen stuck in there and get rid of everyone over there. Looks to be going quite well across all these where I sent up the knights. That guy's just standing there. Oh, what the hell? He just threw him around like, oh, he just cut his arm off. Shit. That guy there with the horns is going beast mode, throwing people above himself and cutting off people's arms. There's some real hard fighting going on here among the men. And then the fact that we're shooting a lot of crossbow bolts at the walls as well is not really helping for the French. Looks like we pretty much secured this area. What we want to do, we'll take one of these units
The men have
just
thrown down their
to
weapons and are fleeing.
make sure that we control that, and then we're gonna see about if we can control the gatehouse. Is that our troops? No, that's enemy troops retreating. Got control here. Let's see if we can get these guys inside the tower, maybe. See if they can capture that area. And over here,
Warriors, eager for
hard fighting, get inside or try to attack these guys.
take them.
Get through the towers.
We hunger for blood. and
Get the
battle.
pikemen through the gate. And then the halberdiers will get
Our
up
men
on
flee
the
the field of
walls.
battle. This is a shameful
Who's
display.
fleeing? I can't see anyone fleeing right now. I guess they fought to the very end. Oh, somehow we managed to set fire to the town. Or if someone in a panic accidentally set fire to the town. Let's see how's it going down here. They've got their halberdiers ready to block. Oh, we've kind of captured this. So let's move inside then.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Let's see how it's going here.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
Bastards. Why don't they just go ahead and surrender? Let's see at this point. At this point, we have lost about 1,600 men, and the enemy has lost about 3,000 men. Why don't you go down? And you two go down there. You two go down there. Get the knights down to attack over there. Let's get these 3 units coming down.
Get running.
And what's going on here? A pikeman. Kind of facing the wrong way here. Stupid pikeman.
You have our spears.
You're supposed to attack over there.
See the flames. Their city is ablaze.
Oh, they're pouring down some
men
nasty
flee the
shit
field of
right
battle.
there.
This is
What
a
I actually
shameful
heard is
display.
that they didn't act because what's it called?
Hunt them down.
Like burning tar or stuff like that was kind of expensive. So that what they would do is they would pour down hot sand and stuff like that instead.
Warriors back.
And not the sort of tar that we used to in sort of Hollywood movies and stuff like that. Let's see if I can get one down on each side. I wonder how they managed to set fire to this. Maybe it's the crossbowmen that somehow managed to shoot down the enemy.
The whole unit has been destroyed.
The French king is in center of town. What we'll do is we'll send our king to face their king. That'll be glorious. But first we need to make sure that we've got a secure route towards the enemy king. Get these 3 units and see if they can come and attack the sides here. Make sure that we get through. Looks like there's some really heavy fights going up there. Ah, they're pouring down this shit, whatever it is. And even just pouring down boiling water would be just as terrible to get on yourself. This unit's not doing well. Trying to chase down those enemy handgunners. Oh, a single knight? Oh, they're charging after that single knight. Well, we might as well let him go. Wait, what's this? A peasant woman? She's got a knife.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Did she? Oh! He just cut their head off. It looked like she just. Oh! They're not very. Oh, what the hell? The woman actually killed the knight. What? Let's see how it goes. One of our knights versus a woman. I was surprised by that woman that actually managed to slay one of my knights. Oh, you know what? She doesn't really sound like... He died just
and running for their lives.
By her looking at him. We've got our own handgunners, so maybe it's time to move them in. Move them up and see if they can take part and shoot a bit. How's it going over here? Not going too great. Just tell everyone to attack. And over here, it's a massive fight. We need something to shoot down all the French troops that are stuck up here. And also the troops that were out here. We probably lost quite a few just by all the shit they poured down upon us. Can I get my crossbows up on the wall? You might as well just go ahead and retreat. Oh, there's no actually command for you to retreat. Well, then join back into the fight. So this wall we clearly took control of. This one not so much. Looks like the enemy is clearly winning this fight.
A unit is running from the enemy.
And our men are retreating en masse right now. So they managed to control this gate, which means that all these men are now coming over to the second gate, or the first gate if you want, where we're really having trouble getting through. Let's go ahead and go close, see what's going on here.
The men are running! Stand and fight, damn you!
Really tough fight, but I'm hoping here once the gunners arrive, let's see if they're able to actually fire successfully onto the wall. Yeah, they're firing like mad right now. Not entirely sure if they're doing that much damage though. Same with these guys. Could you possibly open fire? We've got two enemy units are broken here. What I could do is I can move the gunners up on the wall and that way shoot the enemy that's coming there. Because I'm not entirely sure they're very effective firing here. Seemingly the enemy is hiding behind the walls and we're not really able to shoot them down. So let's get the gunners instead to this side. And what we'll do is we'll get the crossbowmen to go down through there. And what I want is the gunners to come up to the wall here.
Be on guard. The enemy has obliterated an entire unit.
Okay, it would be nice if you would actually climb to get there. I have the king, and I have, let's see, I actually have some more knights to push in if necessary. So at this point the enemy is actually at an advantage at about 500 men more than us. They did start out with about 320 men more than us though to begin with, and they've got a castle. Damn, you know what? I could, if I move quickly with my cavalry, could possibly charge through here, and that way get inside and enable. Let's get gunners all along the wall here, on the inside. Let's see if I can arrange that and have them fire down upon the enemy. Down below the gate, we seem to be doing pretty well here, as we are kind of killing off all the enemies there, but there's still a lot of guys up here. Got a small enemy unit moving in. You know what? The more and more men are being pulled off that gate. Let's see if we can bring in the king and all our cavalry units and bring them in through that gate while the enemy charges towards that one. Fresh, heavy knights ready to take part in the battle. And hopefully, oh, my gunners have already started firing from the wall. I'm pretty sure that's going to be quite devastating on the enemy and the morale when my gunners start to fire like that. Oh, they actually burned this ladder down. I wonder if there were any people on it while it burned. Looks like there were. There's a few dead bodies below. The king is going to brave it first, so he's going to charge in before the others, and then the others going to go in. And I think the enemy has moved all the men over here.
Our general is being attacked. Keep him alive.
Okay, so he's being fired upon, but he's going to be able to make it through. And there's no enemy units there to stop him. And he's going to charge straight on to those crossbowmen. Need to be worried though, because there's a halberdier unit right there. I want 2 of these units to charge that one. Then I want these 2 others. Let's see if you can capture that. Is there a way around? No, there's no way around. There's no way like this around getting towards the enemy.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Oh, we're losing a lot of men up by the gate. They're giving up. I say a lot of men. More or less all of them are retreating.
The gates are ours.
Get the gunners over here instead. You're running the wrong way, you stupid gunners. There we go, now you're going the right way. And you guys attack towards there. See if the gunners can just shoot down everything that comes in their way. Let's see, my king. He's having a bit of trouble dealing with these crossbowmen and the polearm infantry. We're gonna pull him back, and I'm gonna dismount this knight unit. And these dismounted knights are gonna deal with the crossbowmen. And the king is gonna move over here and join these guys. He's gonna inspire himself with a great charge. These guys. If I move my knights further back, we can pin the enemy from the front, while the knights coming out of here can charge them in the rear.
Their unit has rallied.
So they're chasing us. They're following us. They're following the knights, which is good. We're gonna let them follow us. And then we're gonna charge them in the rear. So the crossbowmen over here have been successful in cutting down the enemy due to the gunners on the wall. Let's see, this unit's about to move into the fire of the gunners. And that's not going to go very well for them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the gunners, get them down here, fire along the street and try to clear the gate. Okay, so these guys kind of have fought enough. These guys are about to break. Charge in, knights. Charge in the flank. Boom! And it caused the crossbowmen to fall back. And now with enough power, we're able to swarm this unit and destroy it. How's it going for the king and his troops over here? They could do with some help here. Oh, the wall has even collapsed there because we took the gate. They're still pouring down some stuff on, but there's nothing there. So I'm not entirely sure what they're up to.
The whole unit has been destroyed.
Can I get you guys to charge in there? And get you to charge. And then if I can get these guys kind of column march over here, then line up along here and fire towards the walls, we should be able to claim that. And what we'll do, these guys can hurry here, fire these guys in the back, and then in that way save the king and his troops. We're gonna advance. We're gonna have to take down the French king a little bit, have to kill a few of his men, and in so doing we're gonna make sure that a fight in between my king and their king will not go too well in the enemy's favor, because there won't be that many left. Right now my king is down to 44 men, while the French king has quite a lot of men left. The fight at the gatehouse is turning around. Let's get the gunners now ready to fire towards the upper part of the gatehouse there and shoot down a load of the men that are there. So the crossbows will be able to capture this.
The men are broken and running for their lives. Enemy units have returned to the battle.
Right, now we're getting it going. Our men firing the guns from up here into the flank of the enemy. It's causing mass casualties and also quite a bit of morale, quite a morale dip as well. There is a risk, of course, that
their tower has fallen. Good
there we
news.
go, the knights. The knights have done their work. What we're going to do is we're going to get them around, coming from this way, attacking the French king. Probably should get these guys to stop shooting, because right now they're shooting our own men. I'm surprised we're still fighting over here. I thought the French king, given the fact that I boosted him quite a bit, was going to be able to kill off these guys quite easily. And over here, one by one, the enemy's troops give up and flee. So even though that we had some problems there in sort of in the middle, once we were unable to take this gate in the first go, but it's turning around now. Let's see if we can get these knights to charge in here. It's I was just about to say that it was the mounted knights that were doing. Yeah, it was actually the mounted knights. they were doing quite poorly against the French king. So I think we're going to dismount the other knights as well and charge the French king that way, because on foot they seemingly are doing a lot better than when mounted.
Heavy cavalry, ready and willing.
Dismount!
Yours to command.
Move forwards. I need a good screenshot here of the
Our men
king,
return to the fight.
if we can find him. He should be quite easy to find, since he's got a crown on his head. He hasn't died, has he?
Don't let them rest. Heavy horse.
He should be. Oh,
The day is yours.
did the French king give up? God damn it! I didn't think he was gonna die that easy. Where's my king? Oh, there he is. He's hiding there.
Help the wounded back to the surgeon.
Why are you not standing in the front line with the rest? It isn't that bad. Let's see. Mount up again and then charge after the French king. See if you can catch him. And get, you know what? Get the other units as well to do that.
Heavy cavalry, ready and willing. Riders advance!
And we'll see if we can charge them down
Ready for orders.
and capture the French king.
Happy to serve Rome. Ready to ride.
Charge him down. Charge. Move.
Heavy horse at your command.
The brave, ready for orders.
Move,
For the
you
gods.
bastards.
Riders at the double.
They're waiting maybe for some other people to get back on their horses. Is that the king? Doesn't look like it. Is it? It's hard to tell. Maybe if you slow down the speed here on the bridge. Wait, that he does have a crown, doesn't he? Let's see. Or is it just me? It could be the king. But I'm not entirely sure that it... Yeah, it must be. Maybe not must, but...
Riders advance.
Get him. And yeah, the other knights need to capture these bloody towers.
Heavy cavalry, ready and willing.
Charge after him. He's getting away. Is he gonna chop his head off? Looked like he just spanked him a little bit. Looks like the French king is gonna be able to get away, which is unfortunate. And there goes the towers. And yeah, I think that's it. So unfortunately, well, the campaign broke down. Not much I can do against that. But yeah, I mean, there was no one really that was going to be able to stand up against me when I had the Holy Roman Empire and the French Kingdom both under my control. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.